Hello and welcome to WashingtonExec video series. I'm Amanda Ziadeh, senior writer with WashingtonExec, and today I'm joined by Marc Andersen. He's a senior global client service partner for Ernst Young. Thank you so much for joining us today, Marc.
Good morning, Amanda. Great to see you. Thank you.
Of course. So I want to first start by talking about your 2019 presidential appointment to the Education Department's White House Commission on Presidential Scholars. So what is the purpose of the program, and what has the extent of your work with the group been since being appointed?
Yeah, I really appreciate the question. I was honored when President Trump appointed me to the Commission on Presidential Scholars. I'm a big believer in public service and believe that education, along with healthcare and entrepreneurship, are part of the fundamental building blocks creating a strong and vibrant nation. The commission was created in 1964 by President Johnson through executive order, really to encourage and recognize high achievement of our country's high school seniors. The scholars demonstrate exceptional accomplishments in academics, the arts, career and technical education, and share a commitment to our country and public service. And each year, up to 161 scholars are selected. We selected this year's scholars for the first time through a virtual meeting process, and our commission chair, Eileen Weiser, and our executive director, Simone Olson, and team have done a really outstanding job, helping us navigate during the pandemic, not really skipping a beat, and making certain we had the opportunity to really recognize and honor the scholars.
So, you recently did a feature on hope through the pandemic with DC Modern Luxury. And one of the things you talked about was finding hope and confidence in the future through the next generation of leaders. How are you seeing the hope through the White House Commission on Presidential Scholars?
Yeah, I appreciate that. The work on the commission was really inspiring. And part of it is there's so much young talent in our country. And what was especially meaningful to me, inspiring to me, is really that the high achieving talent, right, that the future, our hope, has such a commitment to making a difference in our communities and in our country for all Americans. So it's really a look into a group of people, talented young men and women, who, in addition to being high achievers, understand both scholarship and citizenship, and have an appreciation for service and a focus on service and making a difference. So it gives you hope for the future.
Yeah, and I understand the Trustar Youth Foundation is just one of the many organizations that you support. So what are some of the other ways you're holding on to hope or finding a sense of further purpose during the pandemic in your personal life or at work?
Yeah, the Trustar Youth Foundation, focused on at-risk youth and a number of others. I think, from my personal perspective, from our family's perspective, we're really grounded in our faith, in our family and community, and want to be purposeful in making a difference. And I think there's a lot of opportunity to do that right now. I think in addition to doing what we can for friends and neighbors, I think it's important for all of us to consider, it's an important time to continue to support the people and organizations that serve important roles in our ecosystem. And that includes serving our at-risk youth. I spend a lot of time with our military spouses and veterans, as well as others. I think there's a real opportunity for all of us during this period, and hopefully we all look back and know that we made the most of this opportunity to help one another, but to be kind, demonstrate empathy, simple things, help mentor those seeking employment. While I believe there'll be a very strong recovery, there will be displacement, and to the extent we can mentor people or help leverage a network and help people find jobs. I know many families with young school-age children, especially those K through 12, with two mom and dad both work. They're struggling. How do they manage that for kids at home? So help out, or simple things. Get groceries for a friend or neighbor. And I think we can all find opportunities to serve if we try.
Right. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, and hopefully inspiring our viewers to also share the same sense of hope and take similar action.
Well, thank you, Amanda, and I appreciate all you do.
Of course. Bye.